Hey, what's happening, everybody? Ralph Graves here. Welcome to another edition of the Unstoppable program here on Instagram Live to my left. I got Facebook and YouTube Live right in front of me. And anywhere else you're checking out this episode, this podcast, we are so glad to have you here. My name is Pastor Ralph Graves Jr. I am the host here, but I also pastor the Cornerstone Community Church in Millville, New Jersey. Been there 15 years. Hey, good morning, Mom. Over on Instagram, it's another. I just thank God for pastoring such beautiful people. And my co-hosts are here today. Good morning, ladies. Kayer, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Hello. How are you guys?
Doing good. We're going to talk about your accomplishments this week. Janae, how are you this morning?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
What's going on about last night? Doc Biz says, "What up, Pastor Cousin? What's going on with you?" I'm not sure which cousin of that is what cousin of mine that is, but thanks for checking out the program, cousin. Smooth the Barber's over there in IG Live. What's up, Mike? What's going on? Janae, you said you're doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. A little sleepy, but
No sleepy. Hey, what's up, AJ? That's AJ. That's A. I should know it was AJ who said Pastor Cousin. You don't want to say that, but I didn't want to offend nobody else. AJ, what's going on, man? Kayer, this was a weekend of graduations. And Kayer graduated this week with a master's in business marketing. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes.
From the University of Delaware. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
I wish, hey, what's up, Deshauna? I wish we had, good morning, Sister Joyce. I wish we had some tracks, to do that.
and fair.
Yeah. But congratulations, Kayer. What you gonna do with that degree?
Thank you. We're gonna see. It's still up in the air. Maybe a restaurant, maybe who knows?
Yeah, well, yeah, and we'll help you figure it out. I know we're gonna help you every step of the way because I want to see you do great things. So congratulations on that. So today, guys, this is what we're talking about today. Our topic for today is, put on the screen, Janae, so I can tell everybody, how to not take it personally. That's what we're talking about. You don't have to take everything personally, and we're going to show you how. Hey, what's up, Chantel? How to not take it personally. How to not take it personally. So that's what we'll be talking about today. Guys, if you haven't, jump on over my website, ralphgravesjr.com. Got some things available there. You can buy my book, Unstoppables, over there. You can join the Unstoppable community. New videos every week. Shooting another one today, putting that one up. You can be part of the Gulfstream Way. You can schedule a free phone call with me. We can put together some mentoring and coaching program that'll fit your price range, and you and I work together so that'll really help you reach your full potential. So check me out at ralphgravesjr.com/community. We're there. What else I got going on? Oh, the Truth Boost. You can get that. You can subscribe to the Truth Boost by texting C3E, Charlie 3 Echo, C3E to what? Oh, to 313131. And that's how you get to be a part of the Truth Boost. We also have the Unstoppable Book Club. If you want to be part of that, that's some good stuff happening there. So we're talking about how to not take things personally. Sometimes we take some things personally that we shouldn't. I'm talking to a lot of entrepreneurs. I'm talking to a lot of mompreneurs. And when you first started, and when I first started, when I was pastoring, I'm still pastoring. When I first started, you think you should get all the support and whatnot. And then you find out that the people that you're looking to support you find out that the audience anyway. And we begin to take it personally sometimes till you learn to grow out of it. Or maybe it's simple as somebody didn't hold the door for you at Wawa, or you held the door for somebody and they didn't say thank you. And we take that emotion and we take that energy personally. Maybe you weren't invited to a wedding, you weren't invited to a party, you weren't invited to a cookout, and we take that personally. We don't have to take everything personally. We shouldn't take everything personally. So we're going to talk about that today. Hey, good morning, Pam. Good to see you. And so many people don't know how to do that. Hey, Melly's over on IG Live. Good morning to you. And a lot of people, just don't know how not to take things personally. Sometimes, and so there's a danger in taking everything personally. So we're going to talk about that. But here's point number one: question your beliefs. Now, what does that mean, Ralph Graves? Question your beliefs. A lot of times we believe if we greet someone, we should greet them back. We believe that. It's you and I believe that. We're in the same audience because you're here. You and I believe if we greet somebody, they should greet us back. We also believe that if they don't return the greeting, they're being disrespectful. Then it goes further than that. If they're disrespectful, it's because they think you and I are not worthy of their respect. It could go deeper than that. And if it could, maybe they think we're worthless, or we should have held the door for them, open up, wow. And if people think we're worthless, then maybe I am. See, you can follow that line of reasoning until it ruins your day. So in order for me to not take it personally, I have to question my beliefs. On the other hand, watch this. If I don't get upset if people don't greet me when I greet them, because my beliefs are this way. Here are my beliefs. My beliefs are this. I greet people when I see them because I think it's the polite thing to do. I don't greet them looking for them to greet me back. I greet them because I think it's the right thing to do. I don't hold the door. Do you hold the door at Wawa to hear someone say thank you? Or do you do it just because that's who you are? So question your beliefs. Not everybody has the same view as we do. Not everybody has the same view. Some people don't have the view that they have to say anything back. They might say, well, come on, Pastor, that's common courtesy. You don't know how they was raised. You don't know what culture they was born in. You don't know nothing about them. You held the door because you're polite, or did you hold it just to hear them say thank you? You have to question your belief, right? If someone doesn't greet you back, watch this. If someone doesn't greet you back, it's not about us. It's about them. It's about them. It's about them. And so I can't get upset. I can't take that energy because they didn't speak back to me and let it steer me for the rest of the day. So I have to question my beliefs of why I'm doing something.
I'm surprised because when you like gave us the notes and like told us what the show was going to be about and everything, mm-hmm. I was just like, okay, cool, nice. Like I don't take things personally. And then this one, especially, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. And then when you just gave that example of like when you like greet someone, like the door holding thing, I hold them because I just hold the door because I just hold the door. But the greeting thing, like I opened my mouth to speak to you, then you need to speak back to me. And it was an example that I was like, oh no. I was at ShopRite and I had like walked up and the girl was like scanning my stuff. So I was like, hi. And then she looked at me and she didn't say anything. And she went back to scanning. And then I was like, hi. Like, I repeated it back at her louder. And then she like whispered back, hello. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I mean, it's crazy because we believe that's common courtesy, but there's some people, you don't know what stress they're under. I'm gonna give you a great story, right? I'm retired police officer. I'm up in Newark, and I was meeting other police officers that worked in my department because I work for the state, right? And so I meet this young lady, and she's in the full Muslim garb, right? But she's a police officer, but she has the hijab on or whatever that thing's called. They put the scarf on. No disrespect, I just don't know what it's called. Hey, I'm Sergeant Graves, and I went to shake her hand, and she says, I don't touch men's hands. I'm like, well, listen, I mean, in my mind, I was like, I don't want you. I'm your supervisor. I was just saying, hey, how you doing? And she looked at me up and down, but I had to understand, maybe that's her culture. Maybe that's her thing. Maybe the last time she shook somebody's hand, her husband punched her in the face. I don't know. But I couldn't carry that offense with me the rest of the day because it slows me down. You have to understand. You have to understand why you can't take everything personally. Maybe that girl, Janae, and we wear masks today. Who knows? We don't know if she had vocal cord problems. You said she whispered it to you.
Well, she answered back lowly. So
so we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. And so that's why I question your beliefs. Why did you do what did you speak just because you were being polite, or did you speak because so why do we do this?
No. That's why I differentiated between the door, because I hold the door but no, I don't speak to not be spoken back to.
Yeah. So questions, comments, concerns on that. You guys getting this? I know you're like, what is he talking about? Don't take things personally, question your own beliefs. I'm just trying to help y'all make it through the day. So you ain't carrying this. Oh my God, they disrespected me down at the local food mart. I don't like them because they're racist. They may not be racist. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm just trying to help us out, because sometimes I deal with taking some stuff personally, especially when you believe you should be garnishing the support from your family and friends. Don't take it personally if they don't support you. Don't take it personally. I got cousins that don't go to church nowhere, don't support nothing. I can't take it personally. I just want them to get to heaven some sort of way, so I got family members who haven't bought my book. I got friends who ain't thinking about signing up for the community or not even watching this. I can't take that personally, because they really don't have to do all that. This speaks to my audience. This speaks to the people that God has me coaching and mentoring and pouring into. This speaks to us. So in your goings and comings and goings, question your beliefs before you take it personal. Do you really believe that they have to support you? Do you really believe that they need to hold the door for you? Do you really believe that they got to talk back to you? All right. Questions, comments, concerns. Anybody. I'm just teaching today. Just teaching. Hey, we have a word of the day. Let's look at the word of the day. The word of the day. Hey, Pretty Pink of Chocolate over on IG Live. Hey, thank you for the 3 people that are watching on Instagram. Hey, share it with somebody. For the 8 people watching on Facebook, share it with somebody. Pretty Pink Chocolate says, I'm just kind to others because it's just me. Exactly. If you got my Truth Boost today, we talked about how strong you have to be to do kindness and be kind in the face of other people's meanness and weakness. If you're on YouTube Live, just say hi. Good to see you over there. All right. Our word of the day is put up on the screen, and I want you to use this word of the day in a sentence before we leave the show. It's called maudlin. Maudlin. It's an adjective. Maudlin. 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 This help you in Scrabble. It's an adjective, and it means foolishly sentimental or emotional. Use that in a sentence. Maudlin, if you can. I got a great sentence. I'm going to hold on to it. I got a great sentence. Use that in a sentence. Maudlin. We'll put it back up. Sister Joy Smith says on Facebook Live, she says, it's a matter of accepting that that's who they are for whatever reasons. You have to pray for them too. Yeah, you got to pray for them. You got to pray for yourself. Remember, you're going to be held accountable by how you treat people. She says, Sister Joy Smith says she has maudlin moments. Okay, what's the definition of maudlin again? Where you feel what? Overly?
Foolishly sentimental.
Maudlin. Most of those maudlin moments. How about this? No, I ain't gonna say mine yet.
I have one. I just wrote one down.
Go ahead. What is it?
I get maudlin when I have to clean my room.
Okay.
Like you find stuff and you're like, oh, this.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't get rid of this.
When do you get maudlin, Kair? Foolishly sentimental. Don't say I don't get maudlin. Yes, you do.
You said when do I?
Yeah, or use it in a sentence, maudlin.
No, I'll tell you when.
When?
All the time. Because I'm such an emotional person and I'm such a crybaby. So anytime something bothers me, doesn't go my way, hurts my feelings, I'm maudlin.
So you get foolishly. Okay, very good. Maudlin. Okay, very good. Somebody said something and I missed it. I don't know where it was. Oh, hey, what's up, Corey? Corey said, good morning. Corey Hardy, what's happening, man? Good to see you over there on Facebook Live. I got a sentence for maudlin. She gets after too many glasses of red wine, she gets maudlin. She becomes maudlin. There you go. Right? There you go. Okay, maudlin. So use that in sentence. We're going to come back. We're going to have a break. Oh, Corey says, I get maudlin when I'm exhausted. Corey says, I get maudlin when I am exhausted. Thanks for checking in, Corey. Guys, we're going to have a commercial break. We're going to come back with the 6 cents. We're going to finish talking about how not to take things personally. Point number one was question your own beliefs on why they didn't return. So we're going to come back with the rest of them. A quick commercial break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about how not to take things personally. If you leave during a commercial break, I can't take it personally, but I hope you come back. Come on, man.
Revive Hydration is a proud sponsor of the Ralph Graves Morning Show. Revive Hydration is the first IV hydration and vitamin infusion service in the South Jersey area. For more details, please visit their website at www.revivehydration.com, or you can give them a call at 856-485-0070. Again, their website, www.revivehydration.com, or give them a call at 856-485-0070.
Hey guys, Ralph Graves here. Thank you for coming to the website. Thank you for your interest in the Gulfstream Way. Now, don't hesitate. The Gulfstream Way will do 3 things. It'll grow you as a person. It'll grow you as a leader so that you can make impact in your world today. So do not hesitate. Jump right on it. I'll see you soon. Thanks. What's up, everybody? We back. We're back. We're talking about how to not take things personal. And I said this to IG Live during the break, and I'll say it to Facebook Live. It's important not to take things personally. I don't know about you guys. I'm into anti-aging. In other words, I don't mind looking younger than I really am. All right. So if you don't take things personally, you won't be walking around with a frown. You won't be driven to drink. You won't have a bad attitude. You won't be mean and nasty. Stop taking things personally. Okay. Get your rest. Get your sleep. Stop taking it so personal. We talked about first one. First one was question your beliefs. Number 2, I'm getting a lot of feedback, Janae. I don't know where that's from. Number 2 is this. Number 2 on how not to take it personally is stop worrying so much about other people's opinions of you. Stop worrying so much about what other people think about you. It's the bottom line. Stop worrying so much about what other people think about you, then you'll stop taking things so personally, right? The only reason why you and I should take something someone says about us personally is if the approval of the person you're interacting with is important to you, right? So I'm seeking that. Maybe somebody, maybe that's important for you. But we've been conditioned since birth, brainwashed into thinking that we have to belong and be accepted by others. We've been brainwashed since birth, thinking that everybody has to accept us. We want to sit at the cool table. We want to be at the cool kids. You want to have a group of friends. We've been brainwashed into thinking that we have to be accepted by others. The truth is, not everybody's going to like you, and not everybody's going to accept you. You're not everybody's cup of tea. I for sure. No, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. These people can't stand me. And I'm cool with that, right? And there's some people that might not be as far as can't stand me, but I'm just not their cup of tea. And you're not everybody's cup of tea. And you can't take it personally. One thing, you stop worrying about what other people, their opinion of you or what they think of you. What people think of you at times is none of your business. It's none of your business what they think of you. Don't take it personally. You are impacting and reaching, if you're a believer now, watch this, you're impacting people and you're impacting people that God has placed around you. Diane Jones Johnson says this. She said, she's on Facebook Live. She said, I used to take things personal until I realized everybody isn't me. You're exactly right. Everybody's not you. Everybody's not you. Some people ride around with masks on in the car. It shouldn't bother you. That's their business. Okay? Shouldn't bother you. All right. Joy Smith said, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Well, yeah, I mean, she's I'm not, Sister Joyce. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Okay. We've been brainwashed into thinking that we have to be accepted by everybody all the time. Okay. Smooth the Barber, he said, facts. Thank you for supporting that. The truth is, not everybody's going to accept you. In addition, check this out. You can't control what others think of you. That's what you cannot control. So you can't take it personally. You can't control what others think of you. Even if you follow all of the quote unquote rules, even if you're the best person on the planet and you do everything right, how others respond to you is outside your circle of influence. You can't take it personal. Even if you do everything right, it's outside. If people don't like you, it's outside of, there's nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that. Hey, what's going on, Greg? Good to see you on here. Thanks for checking in. It's we're talking about how not to take it personally. Everybody's not going to like you. All right. Stop worrying about what other people think about you. Stop worrying about what they think about you. I got on this shirt that says born twice, meaning I'm born again. Some people can't stand it. That's all right. I'm just talking about me. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. The Heart Wants Adventure says the concept of the arrogance of belonging. Yes. And thank you for saying that this show is uniquely me. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, we have this arrogance of thinking that we need to belong and have to belong to every group we don't have. If you accept yourself, let me help you with this. If you accept yourself and act in the way you think is right, you attract people who will accept you for who you are. You accept yourself. You live according to your core values, building your character. I mean, I'm a Christian. I live by Christian values, right? You being yourself, there's something called the law of attraction. I've often said it 1,000 times. It's real. You will attract people. You'll attract people of like-mindedness, right? You'll attract people. You have to accept who you are. You attract people who also will accept you for who you are. People around, you don't have to worry. These people mean that I'm talking about, you don't have to worry about what they're thinking about you, because you know they love you. I don't have to worry about what my closest friends and family think about me. I know they love me. They know I love them. I don't have to really worry about what they think about me. But this is this excuse me, this is this law of attraction. So you cannot worry about what other people think about you. Ladies, any questions, comments, concerns on that point?
I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think of like times where I like really took something personally, aside from the one I mentioned already about the lady in the grocery store.
How about this? And I don't know if you took it personally, but you took a stand. Can I comment on it?
Yeah.
I'm going to comment. Your father's free to comment. I'm speaking as a father now. My daughter was, and if you're listening, it is what it is. My daughter was part of a weightlifting team, powerlifting team, doing very well. And some got offended that she wouldn't go to any meets on Sunday. They thought that she wasn't supporting them instead of understanding that she had values when it comes to worshiping on Sunday morning. And so some of them took it personally. I don't know. And I know, you didn't feel really good about it. I don't know if you took it personally, but, you began to, you can't come to the Sunday meet, I'm saying, like, whatever the case may be, but how was that for you, Janae?
Well, I knew what it was.
Yeah.
So I didn't take it personally.
Right.
Like I knew what it was, and it was like, it was a bummer, but like, I was like,
they took it personally. They took your Sunday morning worship personally.
right.
They took your core value personally.
Yeah. And I was just like, I was like, that sucks.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
Yeah. And so you got to be careful. So watch this. If they or any of you are mad at somebody, understand, question your own beliefs, right? Stop worrying about what other people think about you. Question your own beliefs. Maybe it's not that they're not supporting you. Maybe their core value has them somewhere else. Stop taking it personal. Stop. Do yourself a favor. Stop taking it personal. Hey, my daughter joined, right? And the reason why I text my other daughter to join, and she's busy working. We use the word of the day is maudlin. And maudlin means, put up on the screen, the word of the day is maudlin. And Jazz, you'll like this. Maudlin says, Maudlin. Maudlin means foolishly sentimental or emotional. And my mother said, I have a granddaughter who is maudlin, who is sentimental and emotional. Yeah, Jazz, that's why I told you to check on, because we talked about being maudlin today. So anyway, Greg Sickerfood says this: I never married my family. It says what? Greg say, I never married, and my family always on my back to get married. I hate it now. I'm 55. How do I get them to stop? How do you get your family to stop being on your back at 55 and you're not married? Well, you just have to sit them down and say, hey, listen, me getting married is more important to you than it is to me. Like you said, I'm 55. I'm being driven by a certain amount of core values. If you love me, you're just going to accept who I am and how I roll and pray for me as I grow. Who knows? One day I'll get married. But please, whatever you do, from personal experience, being married 30 years, do not get married because other people want you to. I'm just going to say that. It's the worst thing you can do is get married because other people want you to. Greg, I hope I helped, and I hope I'll have your family looking for me next week. Okay. People chimed in over on Instagram Live, said, you tell them I'm married to the Lord. That's what a couple people said on Instagram. Tell them, Greg, I'm already married. I'm married to Jesus. Let's see if they'll leave you alone. All right, so we're talking about how not to take things personally. We're cruising right along. Point number 1 was question your beliefs. Why do they have to speak back to you if you spoke? Are you speaking to them because you want to hear their voice? Are you speaking to them just because you're a polite person, right? Number 2, stop worrying about what other people think about you. You're going to be loved by some, you're going to be hated by others, and there are going to be some people that, they could go either way. It's all right. It's all right with them. All right, number three, how not to take things personally. Number 3 is this: recognize the spotlight effect. What's the spotlight? A spotlight effect. Since you and I are inside of our own head, we're actually aware of our flaws We're actually aware of our weaknesses and our insecurities. A lot of the time when we feel that we've been judged or criticized by someone else, we're actually not. You might think someone judged or criticized you, but they didn't. And the reason that happens is because we have a spotlight on inside of our head. We are aware of our flaws. We are aware of our weaknesses and insecurities. And for the most part, other people aren't. Other people aren't aware of your flaws and your insecurities and your weaknesses. Other people are not. And so we might think that some people or you might think in your head that you picked up on a criticism from a coworker, from a family member, from an in-law. You picked up on a criticism of a flaw that they didn't even know you had, and you got offended about it. The spotlight effect. Understand that we focus more on ourselves than other people do. I know that's hard for you to believe. Some of us don't go places because what are people going to think? Most people ain't thinking about you. That's that spotlight effect. Just because somebody said something doesn't mean that they found out your inner flaw or your insecurity, right? Think about this. Without a doubt, there have been times in the past where you've taken something personally when what was said wasn't even about you. I'm going to tell you a little secret. I got another t-shirt that says, yes, I'm the pastor, and no, that sermon wasn't about you. Boy, when I get up and preach sermons, people say, oh my God, Pastor, if I didn't know better, somebody told you what happened in my house this week. I'm just preaching. I'm just preaching. You can't, what I'm preaching has nothing to do with what happened in your current situation or what Pastor was talking about. I forget one time. I can write a book on the adventures of Cornerstone Community Church. I can write a book on the adventures. I'm up there preaching one time, and this dude I'm preaching, he thinks I'm preaching about him. I didn't even know the dude. Sister Joyce, I don't know if you remember. I don't know if Janae or Kyrie remember. Kyrie, you guys remember? He stands up and starts yelling. That ain't right. Stop talking about me. Fellas had to escort him out the back. I'd never seen a man a day in my life. He, in that moment, was taking it personally that I was talking about him. I wasn't talking about him. All right. It's that spotlight effect. Get out of that spotlight in your head. Everybody ain't talking about you. Everybody don't know that your one leg is longer than the other. Everybody don't know that. Only you know that. Okay. Everybody ain't talking about you. Everybody ain't talking about you. It's that spotlight effect. Recognize when that's happening, because if you recognize that, you can say, wait a minute, wait a second. I can't take that personally. They're not talking about me. Sister Joyce said I wasn't there that Sunday. You remember, you were there. The guy lived across the street. We thought he had some other. Remember that, Joyce?
Yeah, I remember.
Sister Joyce, you weren't there? I thought Mark was one of the guys that took him out.
Because he wasn't there long. He walked in for like 2 minutes and then stood up and then got escorted out. Like, he wasn't there the whole time.
Do you remember that, Kaya? Were you there that Sunday? I don't know if Kaya was in school or not. But, okay, Sister Joyce said she's out of town. Recognize the spot. Let's talk about the spotlight effect real fast. Recognize the spotlight effect. We focus, and this is what it is. We focus on our own insecurities, and when we hear people talking, we swear they're talking about us. And 9 times out of 10, they're not. I don't like daddy said so and so, mommy said so. Well, nobody really thinking of you in that conversation. Be careful of that. Be careful of that. And if it's true, correct it. I hear people talk about pastors and preachers all the time. I don't know if they talk about me or not, but I can't let the spotlight effect take over. Has that happened to you? Be careful. It's that message. Remember, if we go back to other episodes here, it's that messaging that you're telling yourself. It's that story that goes on in your head. If somebody might say, hey, let's work out today. And you might say, oh, I'm fat. I never said you were fat. I said, let's work out today. But that's the messaging you're playing in your head. So you put it on me. So you can't get offended.
Yeah, it's like the spotlight effect should cancel like should cancel itself out. It's like, if you know that you're thinking about yourself most of the time, then you should also know that everyone else is always thinking about themselves all the time.
Yes.
So it was
Thank you,
nobody's thinking about anybody but themselves.
Thank you, Janae. Don't let that keep you away. Don't let that keep you. And let me go back to Christendom. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is my personal savior. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life." I've heard people say, I can't come to church because I ain't got nothing to wear. We know that's not even the case at Cornerstone. You wear what you want. I just want you to get there. I don't care what you got on. And I wish somebody in Cornerstone Community Church would try to correct you for something as ridiculous as that. Then we'll hear people say, well, if I go, everybody gonna be talking about me, or I haven't been in so long that when I'm ashamed to come back because of what people might think. That's that spotlight effect. Nobody knows how long you've been gone. Nobody cares whether, that you came back and go, stop allowing that spotlight effect to keep you, especially talking to believers, talking to folks, especially at Cornerstone Community Church or in the church that you haven't been at. Stop allowing that to keep you away from worshiping together. Stop allowing that from keeping you to make build the relationships that you should be building. It keeps you out of places that God would have you go because you're so worried about what other people think about you. And the bottom line is nobody's thinking about you as much as you think about yourself. And Janae hit the nail on the head. Greg, man, I would love to have you come down Cornerstone, man. You and I go way back. 911 Church Street. Put up on the screen for me, Janae, or in the chat room. The church is Cornerstone Community Church, 911 Church Street. You can't forget 911 Church Street, Millville, New Jersey. Greg, come just like you are, brother. I don't care what you got on. I don't care. I don't care what you just come and you get around a bunch of other people, man, who just love to be in fellowship and relationship with one another. Deshauna Clark is there. Joyce Smith is there. These people, these regulars that show up on the program, they're there. Come on. But recognize the spotlight effect when it's going on in your head. That'll help you not to take things personally. Stop taking things personally. All right. Let's review what we have. Yeah, Greg, on the chat room here, Greg Sigafus, 8:30 and 10 o'clock. We got two services. You a morning person, come to the 8:30 crowd. You a later morning, come at 10. We get out of there by 11:30, 11:45. All right. We have a good time. Let's review how to not take things personally. Number 1, question your beliefs. Number 2, stop worrying so much about what other people think about you. Number 3, recognize the spotlight effect. Hey, Kair, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Give me the 6th sense of the day. Now, this segment of the program, Kair reads a story or something that somebody wrote in, and we give our 2 cents each, and we call it the 6th sense. You guys can chime in too. Some of this stuff is pretty funny. Go ahead, Kair, and then we'll come back to how not to take things personally. Go ahead.
Dear 6th Sense crew, I have managed many work teams throughout my professional career and enjoyed it very much. I generally try to find the good in each employee, appreciate their strengths, and accommodate individual personality quirks in order to foster a culture of tolerance in order to accomplish team goals. However, one employee's quirk is increasingly annoying me. She does not ask permission to take time off, but instead tells me when she'll be taking time off. This happens for advance notice vacation time as well as short notice emergency time. For example, she recently texted me in the morning that she would be leaving at 1 p.m. that day. Mm-hmm. This employee does excellent work. She is friendly, reliable, competent, and does not abuse her earned paid time. Mm-hmm. Am I being too sensitive? Am I wrong for thinking that employees should respectfully ask their supervisors for permission to take off? I have never denied any employee time off. Should I let it go because she's such a great employee? I don't want to upset her, but I find this practice annoyingly passive aggressive. I also think it's I'm sorry. I also don't think it's fair to other employees who asked my permission to take time off. Nice manager.
I'll let you guys start. How would you run your company? Don't look at it from the point of the person doing it. Look at it from the part of the supervisor. How would you run? It's your company, it's your business, or you're working for somebody. You are the manager or whatever, right, of that particular team. How would you handle it, Kayer?
So I kind of feel as though she kind of answered her own question a little bit. Like she did say, she's a great worker. She doesn't have any complaints. And she doesn't, take advantage of, like her time off, her paid time off and stuff like that. So if anything, I would just have a conversation in, the nicest way possible. Like, ask instead of tell me. But
yeah, very good. Very good. Janae, what do you say? That's good. That's a good answer. I mean, that's what you do. Oh, my mom chimed in on this. All right, well, Sandra Greaves, I got to read hers. But go ahead, Janae.
It sounds like she's taking it personal. But she could just put a policy in place and then enforce it. Like just change the policy for time off. You have to ask. Boom.
Yeah. Let me tell you what my mom says on Instagram Live. Mom says she must not be that sensitive if she's not following the rules. Go ahead, mama. Like everybody else, she should be following the rules. She's not irreplaceable. Facts. Now, here's the thing. Depending on your company that you work for, there's something called policies and procedures. Now, if I run the company and I got Kayer managing somebody who is not following the policies and procedures, I'm going to fire both of them. So Kayer needs to tell them, listen, you're going to follow these policies and procedures and these rules and regulations. Now, I'm glad you do such a great job. But this is why policies and procedures and rules, nobody's going to tell you can't take off, evidently. It's just follow the rules. Again, that's a character issue. But the supervisor, the leader, cannot be afraid of the people they're leading.
Yeah, and that's what it sounds like. It sounds like, well, she does a really good job. I don't want to upset her. But it also sounds like that worker wouldn't be opposed to following procedure. She just doesn't because there's no incentive. There's no punishment and there's no incentive. Like this way works. Why am I going to change it?
Well, I tell you what, Sandra Graves don't play. She said there are a lot of people that do a good job. Who would follow the rules, right, Bob? She's not irreplaceable. Thanks for chiming in. That's the 6th sense. The supervisor has to cover her absence when she's not there. Okay, all right. Yeah.
But it sounds like the girl is doing what she's supposed to do. Mm-hmm. The manager just doesn't like that instead of putting in the paperwork, she just says, I'm not going to be here on Wednesday.
Yeah, there's checks and balances. When you are running something, there's checks and balances that have to be adhered to in case you get investigated, in case you get audited. Listen, just do it like everybody else do. Just put it in. Just put it in. It ain't hard to do. Angel Wings 22, that's my other daughter over there. She said she must be it must be quote unquote friends. When you cross that line because you're cool, you must be friends. Exactly. You must be friends.
So that manager created that problem.
Yeah, that manager. Yeah, and now it's a problem. Now she want to write the show about it. Sean Clark says, make plain the protocol for asking for time off. Maybe put out a memo to update all on policy and procedures for off time. Exactly. There you go. There you go, ladies and gents. Okay, we're talking about how not to take it personally. How not to take it personally. We stopped off at recognize the spotlight effect. We're going to do this one, then we're going to have the verse of the day. Man, I got to roll because I got some good ones coming up. Recognize the spotlight effect. Okay, you know what that is? That's the messages you're telling yourself that nobody else even knows. Nobody else knows your faults like you do, right? Become more confident. This is number 4. You won't take it personal when you become more confident. Confidence acts as a buffer between you and the comments and actions of other people. Confidence, y'all, be confident. The more confident you are, the thicker your skin or the thicker that buffer is. The more confident you are. Confidence is not arrogance. I'm just confident. You're just confident. Oh, she thinks she's so stuck up. No, she's strong and she's confident. You're mad that what you say doesn't bother her. That's what's ticking you off because she doesn't take it personally. Become more confident. If you have low confidence, you're likely to bristle at any negative comment that people throw at you, right? Because there's a part of you that's afraid that it's true what they're saying. So you're afraid of that. If you have a high confidence and someone says something negative about you, you know that what they're saying isn't true. That it's a small flaw, that it's not going to hold you back in any way, or that it's something that you have the ability to fix. So therefore, it's much easier for you to simply shrug it off. When you become more confident, you can say, you know what? That's not true. Or you can say, you know what? That is true. Let me fix it. All right. When you have confidence, you're cool with that. When you could just shrug things off when you have confidence. And when you have confidence, you realize that what they're saying might not even hold me back. Let me just fix it. Because this really ain't holding me back. All right. Do not take it personally. Become more confident. Janae, verse of the day. What's the verse of the day? Talk to us. Minister to me today. What you got?
Okay. It takes a purposeful decision to rise above offense. Proverbs 19:11 helps us and says, "A person's wisdom yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense." Don't take it personal.
Yeah. Don't take it personal. A person's wisdom yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense. Even the Bible tells you. They ain't gonna take stuff personally. Don't take it personal. Just overlook it. So we're not talking. What the Bible's not saying is not to not stand up for justice. We're talking about in our everyday lives. Stop taking everything so personal. They cut me off. Maybe they didn't see it. I don't know.
They saw me.
I mean, maybe they didn't see it. I don't know. Maybe they did see you, and they figured they could get in front of you because they had a more pressing. I don't know.
That actually is like a huge area that is just so like it's so offensive. Is driving.
Why is driving so offensive to you?
Because people do stuff like that. They just pull out in front. And you're like, you didn't see me. You didn't see me here. Now I have to hit my brake. Now I have to hit my brakes.
Right.
Or people don't use their turn signals when you think they should turn on their turn signal, and it's like you're supposed to turn it. It's just it's a lot. Driving is a lot. You gotta I really like get in the car and I'm just like, hey. Everyone's just trying to get to where they're going. Just relax.
All right. Number five. We got about 10 minutes left. Number 5 on how not to take things personal, and this will help you a lot. Think troll delete. Troll delete. So if you're at social media, you know what a troll is. People will comment on your stuff. People will talk about you. People say, this is so stupid. I can't believe you think this way. You must be an idiot. This kind of stuff, right? Just don't dwell on it. Understand this. If you're getting trolled, right? If people are talking about what they don't like about you, you have arrived. I did not arrive. You should see some of the stuff I get. I knew that I did not arrive until people started trolling me. Here's the beautiful thing about trolls. They had to read it in order for them to be bothered by it. They had to watch it in order to dislike it. And the more you talk about it, the more you drive people to it. So in my mind, and even where I'm at, I delete I thank God for the trolls. You guys call them haters, but troll delete, right? Troll delete. Don't dwell on what people are saying. Don't allow people to make you feel bad about yourself. Celebrate people when they're trolling you. Celebrate them. Thank God for them. They're talking about you. The worst thing people could do is not talk about you at all. But if they talk about you in any sort of way, what's they say? What is that, Janae? Negative press is even good press, right?
I think there's no such thing as bad press or something like that.
Yeah, there you go. Somebody's going to get on me about that today. No such thing as bad press. It's all good, but you have to delete it, troll delete it. Somebody's always going to remember what you used to be. Somebody's always going to talk about what you used to do. They're not even going to talk about the updated version of you because they don't know the updated version of you. So they're always going to bank on what you used to be, right? Just troll delete. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Number 6, be too busy to care. Be too busy to care. That's how you don't take it personally. I'm too busy. I'm looking at the people that are on here. I got movers and shakers on here. Dawn Mosses is usually on here. I look at the Deshauna Clarks, the Joyce Smiths, the other people that are on here. Mike over on Instagram. Too busy to care. I'm too busy to care. Be too busy to care. Be a mover and shaker. The truth is, if you have time to dwell endlessly on what so-and-so said, then you have too much time on your hands. If you are dwelling on who's there, who's not there, what they said, what they didn't say, you have too much time on your hands. Shut it down. Why aren't you reading? Why aren't you growing? Why aren't you making more impact? Why aren't you stretching yourself? Why aren't you, I tell everybody, taking from the day? Let the day give you something. Take in the beauty of the day. Take in the lesson of the day. Why are you not that busy to what you really, you're carrying what people say and what people think. So now you're taking it personal. Questions, comments, concerns. When you sit around and think, you ain't doing a whole lot. Man, that idle hands is the devil's workshop. Not so much that you'll get in trouble. What if you sat around and thought about all the time, all the people talked about you, all the people that you just sit around and you begin to take things personally. I can't believe they ain't come to my daughter's birthday party and I took my daughter to her birthday party. Why do you care? Why is that bothering you? Why is that bothering you? Be too busy to care. You just be you. Mike over on Instagram Live says this. He said, I love that. So in other words, apply your energy more on yourself and your business. Exactly. If I'm doing that, I can't care about what you're talking about. I can't care about what you're talking about. What if Deshaun, I see your comment. I'm gonna read that. But what if Kyair cared what people were talking about on her way to get her master's degree? What if she cared? What if she cared? I tell people, my wife, she got her master's as well, right? Oh, I love that she did that. I said, listen, I don't know what she had to do, but I can tell you what she didn't do. She didn't worry about what people were talking about. She didn't quit. She didn't throw in the towel. That's, she didn't do a whole lot of stuff. She didn't sit around and watch TV. She wasn't on social media. My wife can't stand social media. She's not doing those things. So 4 years goes by, years goes by. Next thing you know, oh my God, I can't believe she got that. Oh my God, I can't believe Kyair achieved all this. Listen, when you're too busy to care about what's going on, you're going to achieve some great things. You're going to achieve some great things. Be too busy. I'm talking about them just because they graduated this week. But whatever your chosen field is, whatever you're doing, be so busy building your business, be so busy getting your education, be so busy growing your family, be so busy that you're not even caring what other people are saying, so you can't take it personally. Shauna Clark says this. She said, if they're talking, they are watching and paying attention to you. Exactly. You must be doing something that they like, or they wouldn't be wasting their time watching and talking. Be too busy to care to take it personally. Be too busy to care. We're cruising around. I got 6 minutes. Okay, number 7, stop giving your power away. Stop giving your power away. I hope this is helping somebody, right? Stop giving your power away. When you let other people upset you, you're allowing them to dictate how you feel. If I allow you to upset me, you are dictating how I feel during the course of the day. You don't have to take everybody's phone call. You don't have to return everybody's email. Let me say this too, because there's some mouthy people on here. You don't always have to get your point across. I just needed to call them back to tell them A, B, C, D. Why? Because they're going to respond. And now you gave even more of your power away. You give your power away because you allow them to dictate how you feel. If I don't let you dictate how I feel, you ain't got no power over me. You say what you want to say, do what you want to do. Remember, guys, it's the Ralph Graves Jr. Show. It's Unstoppable Show. I always tell you, you're in charge of attaching emotions to circumstances. You're in charge of that. If I attach the wrong emotion to our interaction, I could unwillingly and unknowingly give you control of me throughout the rest of the day. So I'm very careful about which emotion I attach to our interactions. Not giving power away. Stop giving power away. Instagram. Stop giving power away. Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Stop giving it away. All right? And you won't take it personally. Let me help you out. Calm down by taking a few deep breaths if you get angry, right? Calm down. Right now, wait a minute. I'm giving you too much emotion on here, right here. Tell yourself that you'll not let anybody make you unhappy. You don't have the authority to make me. Your last comment, you cussed me out. You thought that made me unhappy. I can't give you that power. You just cussed me out. And now I attach whatever to that. You know, I put on my truth boost today. I wish I had it up. I wish I had it on the screen. I said most mean people and angry people, it's because they're hiding a weakness. I often tell people when you're cussing somebody out, you're actually hiding a weakness. You're hiding your lack of ability to communicate without using vulgarity. It's a weakness. Like you really can't get your point across without cussing somebody out. You're really showing me your flaw. And I'm going to show you another superpower I have. I'm going to continue to be kind to you. Bible says by doing that, I heap coals of fire on the head. And what that means is not anything negative. It's really, you ever cuss somebody out and they were kind to you? You know, after a while, it's really embarrassing for you. Stop giving your power away. Stop attaching negative emotions to everything. Okay. So don't take it personal. Stop giving your power away. All right. Last but not least, let me get out of your way. I hope I helped somebody today. I only had 3 minutes left, and I think we covered everything. Don't drink the poison. Don't drink the poison. Do not drink the poison. Don't take anything personally, because by taking things personally, you set yourself up to suffer for nothing. If I take it personally, I'm suffering for nothing. When I leave my building today, if I speak to the man or woman outside, they don't speak back, I'm not going to drink that poison. I'm not going to drink that poison, okay? All right? Even if others lie to you, it's okay. You know, if people lie to you, they're lying to you because they're afraid of you. Ain't that something? I often say all lies are rooted in fear. So some of y'all lying out there, stop being afraid, just tell the truth. Okay? There are huge amounts of freedom that comes when you don't take things personally. There is a huge amount of freedom. Deshauna Clark says this, and I'll wrap it up. She says this up here. Always tell her sons never to let them see you sweat or show that they bother you, because when they know you're bothered, they now have power over your emotions. Right. And stop lying too. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Deshauna. And all y'all stop lying. Lying means that you're afraid. So if somebody's lying to you, that just simply means they're afraid of you. So guys, don't take the emotional poison. It becomes even worse in the sender, but not in you. When you don't take the poison, it becomes worse in them, but not in you. Woo! We made it through, Janae and Kyer. We made it through the 8 reasons. I think I had 8 reasons on how to not take it personally. Number 1, question your beliefs. Number 2, stop worrying what other people think about you. Number 3, recognize the spotlight effect. That's a huge one. Number 4, become more confident. Number 5, think, troll, delete. Number 6, be too busy to care. Number 7, stop giving your power away. And number 8 was don't drink the poison. Don't drink the poison. I hope that helped you guys today. Stop taking everything personally. Stop it. Stop it. Go be great. Go make an impact. The world is yours. World is yours. God has placed so much under your dominion. If you haven't given your life over to Jesus Christ, won't you do it? You're in charge of that as well. God standing there with his arms wide open, saying, come unto me just as you are. Let me help somebody here. When you give your life to Christ, God ain't trying to put you in a penalty box. It's not about a penalty box. It's about freedom. It's about being all that God called me to be through a relationship with his son, Jesus Christ. If you don't want to do it here, call me, email, text me. Let's talk about what salvation really is. Let's knock down the American myth of salvation. Let's knock down the Eurocentric myth of what the gospel really is. And let's take the gospel of Jesus Christ for what it really is. Hey guys, you can email me, Ralph@RalphGraceJr.com. You can come to church, 911 Church Street, Millville, New Jersey. We have Bible study here at 7 o'clock tonight, www.c3ecornerstone.net. There are ways that we can interact. Email me. Go to RalphGraceJr.com/community, right? Join the Unstoppable community. Schedule. This is the professional part. Schedule. Once you join the community for $10 a month, you can schedule a call with me. We can tailor make a personal growth program just for you. Guys, thanks for checking out the show. I've been here for 61 minutes now. Should have been going a minute ago. Any final thoughts, ladies?
Have a great day, everyone.
Renee.
Eat something tasty.
Eat something tasty, she says. And I'm going to sign out, guys. Don't take everything personally. Have a great day. My name is Ralph Grace Jr. I'll see you next Wednesday right here, 10 a.m. God bless you.